Good morning, y'all. It is currently 10:54 a.m., July 16th, 2025, and I'd like to tell you a little story about the dream that I had this morning. I've only got like 5 minutes before I want to leave for work, so I'm going to try to make this quick. Again, sorry that I missed a few days. I didn't remember any dreams. Yesterday, I almost remembered my dream. Well, I did remember it when I first woke up, and then I lost it. But today, the first thing that I remember is I'm at someone else's, like I'm not at my own home. I don't remember whose place it was. It doesn't look familiar. I don't remember it. And my cousin is there. My cousin Shylin is there. And she is telling me a couple things. She tells me that she has a couple things that she needs to confess to me. One of the things is that her name isn't really Shylin, it's Raylan. And there was another thing that she told me, but I can't remember what it was. And I don't remember what my reaction was. I just remember that I think we were on the porch. We were on the porch and she like sat me down and we had this conversation. And that's all I remember about that conversation. The next thing that I remember is I'm in the bathroom and I'm peeing, and Shylin and her son walk in. She doesn't have a son in real life, at least that I know of, but in my dream she has a kid, and he's around like, I'm going to say 5 or 6, somewhere around there. So I'm peeing, and they just like walk in and they're like going to grab something, and I'm like, I'm peeing, and they're not listening, or they're just ignoring me. And so I start like yelling, I'm peeing, and eventually I'm just screaming, like falsetto, like screaming, I'm peeing. And then finally they're like, okay, and they start to leave, and then I realized that I made her son cry, like he's like crying because I was screaming at them. And I felt bad about making him cry, so I'm like trying to apologize to him, like I'm sorry I screamed. And he's like, I know you're sorry, but he didn't forgive me. And that wasn't our first interaction in the dream. Like I have a memory, a context in my brain that wasn't our first interaction, but I don't remember what our first interaction was. Disclaimer, like always, my dream recall is total shit, so this is just the stuff that I remember. So I made him cry, and they leave the bathroom. So I go and I finish peeing, but I don't pee into the toilet. I don't remember what I peed into, but I peed, and I realized that I made a mess. Like there was piss everywhere, and it stunk. So I try to cover up the smell, so I go to the microwave. Yes, there was a microwave in this bathroom in my dream. I go to the microwave and I start throwing shit in it because I guess what I was thinking was it would heat up the food that I put in it and it would make it smell good in there. So I put there was like a bowl of rolls, like bread rolls and apples. So I just throw a bunch of rolls and apples and water bottles in there, and I turn it on, and the timer was set for like 10 minutes or something. And then I go and I start looking at other stuff and grabbing other stuff. I don't remember exactly what I was doing. And then I look back at the microwave and I realize that it has 6 minutes left. And that's the moment that I realized that I put water bottles in there. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. So I open it and I start pulling out the water bottles. And that's the last thing I remember. I don't remember for sure if that's the moment that I woke up, but that's the last thing that I do remember. My uncle has been here for the past couple days, so he's kind of been talking my ear off. That's why I am in a hurry to get this dream journal recorded. My alarm's about to go off. Excuse me. Yeah, because he was talking my ear off, so I couldn't leave as early as I meant to. and he kind of kept me up last night making tacos. So I went to bed around 3:30ish a.m. and my alarm woke me up from this dream at 9:30. So that's all I remember from my dreams this morning. Good night and sweet dreams.